Have you ever paused to think, what if the way you care for your body each day could quietly add years to your life? Not through grand changes or complicated routines, but through small, simple acts of attention. Imagine this: there are 5 parts of your body, often overlooked, that quietly work for you every day. And when cared for properly, they hold the power to protect your health, your comfort, and your vitality far longer than you might expect. You probably wash your body regularly, and that's wonderful. But even the most careful routines sometimes miss the places that matter most. These hidden corners of our daily hygiene are easy to forget, yet they play a far bigger role in our overall well-being than we realize. And the truth is, a few extra moments of care could make all the difference, not just in how you feel today, but in how you live for the years still ahead. Today, I'd love to walk with you through these 5 essential areas, quiet protectors of your health that deserve a little more tenderness and attention. I won't give everything away just yet, but I promise you by the end, you'll see your daily routine with fresh eyes and perhaps a little more love. So if you're ready to take that gentle step toward a healthier, longer, and more vibrant life, stay with me. Let's begin starting with the part of your body that touches the world more than any other: your hands. Part 1: hands at your first line of defense. Think about your hands for a moment, not just what they've done today, but everything they've touched over the years: the faces of loved ones, the steering wheel of your first car, the pages of your favorite book. Our hands carry our memories, but they also carry something else: germs. And as we age, our immune systems naturally weaken, making daily hand hygiene not just a matter of cleanliness, but one of protection, vitality, and longevity. Now let's look at the facts. Every time you reach for a doorknob, handle a grocery cart, shake someone's hand, or scroll on your phone, you're picking up bacteria and viruses. It's nothing to be scared of. It's simply the way the world works. But it does mean we have to be more mindful, especially since research shows the average person touches their face over 3,000 times a day. That's 3,000 opportunities for germs to travel from your fingertips to your eyes, nose, and mouth, your body's most vulnerable entry points. The solution isn't complicated, it's surprisingly simple. Wash your hands, but not the quick rinse many people are used to. No, your hands deserve better than that. A good thorough wash takes just 20 seconds. Use warm water and soap, and don't forget to scrub between your fingers, under your nails, and the backs of your hands, areas that often get missed. Think of it like washing a precious dish, gentle but thorough. If you're out and about and can't access soap and water, hand sanitizer is a decent backup, but nothing quite replaces that clean, refreshed feeling after a proper wash. Let me tell you about Walter, a 74-year-old retired postal worker I met not long ago. Walter told me he used to think washing his hands often was fussy until a winter virus knocked him off his feet for nearly 3 weeks. That experience changed him. Now he makes it a habit washing his hands after every outing, before every meal. And even after handling money or packages, it's like pressing the reset button. He says, "I feel safer, stronger." There's a quiet dignity in looking after yourself and saying, "I may not be able to control everything, but I can control this." And when you care for your hands, you're not just stopping illness, you're strengthening your shield. Your hands have done so much for you. The least we can do is take a few mindful minutes each day to return the favor. So tonight, as you stand at the sink, take a moment to be present. Feel the warmth of the water, the lather of the soap, the rhythm of care in each motion. It's more than hygiene. It's an act of self-respect, of love, and of life. Because sometimes the simplest habits hold the most powerful keys to staying well and living long. Part 2: feet unsung. Heroes need care. Your feet, the quiet companions of your journey. They've carried you across cities, gardens, kitchens, and quiet hallways in the middle of the night. They've danced at weddings, paced nervously before big decisions, and steadied you through countless steps in this beautiful, unpredictable life. And yet, for all the service they give us, they're often the most overlooked when it comes to daily care. But here's the truth: that most people miss your feet. Don't just deserve attention, they require it, especially as we age. You see, your feet are home to over 250,000 sweat glands. That's right, 250,000 tiny factories working day in and day out. And while that might seem like a quirky bit of trivia, it has serious implications for your health. All that moisture trapped inside socks and shoes for hours at a time becomes a warm invitation for bacteria and fungi to take root. It's not just about odor, it's about infection, it's about mobility, it's about keeping the foundation of your body strong, clean and capable. Think of it like this: you wouldn't build a house on a weak foundation. So why would you let the very foundation of you go untended? Washing your feet isn't just hygiene, it's a daily ritual of care that protects your balance, comfort, and independence. Use warm water and gentle soap each evening. Sit comfortably and take your time. Give special attention to the soles where sweat gathers, and be sure to clean between each toe. These narrow spaces are easily forgotten, but are among the most vulnerable tiny pockets where moisture lingers and infection can begin. And just as important as washing is drying. If you've ever left dishes in the sink still damp, you know what happens: mildew buildup, that faint musty smell. Your feet are no different. After washing, pat them dry gently but thoroughly, especially between the toes. Moisture trapped here is one of the leading causes of athlete's foot among older adults. And for those managing diabetes or circulation issues, a small infection can quickly become a much larger concern, so don't rush. Give your feet the time they deserve. Now let's talk about what happens after care. Breathable socks, well-fitted shoes. These aren't luxuries, they're essentials. Fabrics that allow your skin to breathe and footwear that provide support without suffocation make all the difference. Your feet are in motion almost every waking hour. A little thoughtfulness in what you wear can go a long way toward keeping them dry, strong and free of pressure, sores, or blisters. Let me tell you about George, a 76-year-old retired electrician, who once told me, "I used to think foot care was just for women and athletes. But after a minor infection landed me in the hospital, I realized I'd taken my feet for granted for over 70 years. Today, George has a new routine. Each morning and evening, he takes 5 minutes, just 5 to clean dry and check his feet. It's not just about comfort anymore. He says it's about freedom. I want to walk as long as I'm alive, so give your feet the kindness they've earned. You don't have to make it complicated. Just a few quiet minutes each day, a bit of warm water, a soft towel, a gentle reminder that every step you take matters, and it all begins at the bottom. Because when you care for your feet, you're not just preserving your health, you're holding on to your independence, your mobility, and your joy in moving freely through this world. Part 3, armpits keep odors and infections at bay. Let's talk about a part of the body that rarely gets any praise but works hard behind the scenes every single day: your armpits. They're small, mostly hidden, and not something we think about often. But these little underarm areas play a surprisingly important role in your daily comfort and health. And the older we get, the more they deserve a bit of extra care and attention. You see, your armpits are home to a dense network of sweat glands. These glands are part of your body's natural cooling system, but they also create warmth and moisture. Two conditions bacteria absolutely love. That's why when we skip washing or only do a quick rinse, we're essentially leaving behind the perfect environment for unpleasant odors, rashes, and even infections like folliculitis. For older adults especially, where skin can become thinner and more delicate, consistent underarm care becomes a matter of not just freshness, but well-being. Here's something that might surprise you. Your armpits can produce up to a quart of sweat a day. That's right, a full bottle of water's worth. Of course, this amount varies from person to person and depends on factors like temperature, stress, or activity. But even if you're not breaking a sweat with workouts, daily perspiration still builds up quietly and steadily. And when that sweat combines with bacteria sitting on the surface of your skin, it creates that all-too-familiar smell. Many try to mask with deodorant, but deodorant alone isn't the answer. True freshness starts with proper cleansing. So how can you care for your armpits the right way? Start with warm water and a gentle soap. You want something effective enough to clean away sweat and bacteria, but soft enough to protect your skin's natural barrier. Avoid harsh chemicals or heavily scented products. They may seem appealing, but they can cause irritation over time, especially as your skin becomes more sensitive with age. Think of this as a tender process. You're not scrubbing a stain, you're refreshing a vital part of your body that's done its job all day long. When washing, lift your arm fully and clean in all directions, front, back, and sides. Consider using a soft exfoliating cloth or glove a few times a week to gently remove buildup from dead skin cells or leftover deodorant. This helps keep pores clear and reduces your chances of irritation or itchiness. After cleansing, the next crucial step is drying. Moisture left behind is like leaving a towel damp in a dark room. It invites the wrong kind of growth. Pat your underarms dry gently with a soft towel, and if needed, let them air dry a bit before applying any products. Once your skin is clean and dry, then and only then should you apply deodorant or antiperspirant. This is the finishing touch, not the substitute. If your skin is sensitive, opt for a fragrance-free or natural option. Products with added moisturizers can also help soothe the skin, especially if you've had irritation in the past. Think of deodorant as your companion, not your shield. It supports the work your cleanliness already started. I remember Helen, a 71-year-old retired librarian who used to struggle with underarm irritation for years. She'd try product after product, thinking the issue was what she was putting on. But the real difference came when she simply changed her routine, slowed down, washed more intentionally, dried fully, and gave her skin time to breathe before applying anything. Now she tells me I feel fresher and more comfortable all day. Not because I changed brands, but because I finally started treating my armpits with a little more kindness. So go ahead, make this simple act part of your daily rhythm. It takes just a few moments, but those few minutes can mean the difference between feeling self-conscious and feeling confident, between irritation and ease, between merely going through the motions and truly taking care of the body that's carried you this far. Part 4, face your window to health. Your face tells a story before you even say a word. It's the first thing people see when they look at you, and often it's the first place where the signs of time, joy, worry, or fatigue quietly show themselves. But beyond appearance, your face is also one of the most sensitive, exposed, and hardworking parts of your entire body. That's why it deserves a little extra love and attention every single day. From the moment you wake up to the time you rest your head at night, your face is constantly exposed to the world. Sunlight, dust pollution, bacteria, oils, and even the natural sweat from your skin. And while we may notice how these things affect how we look, what matters even more is how they affect how we feel. A clean, well-cared-for face can improve not just your complexion, but your confidence, comfort, and even your overall health. Here's something you might not know. Your face has more sebaceous glands than anywhere else in your body. These tiny oil-producing glands are designed to keep your skin soft and hydrated. But when they work overtime, and they often do, excess oil mixes with dirt and dead skin, clogging your pores. The result, pimples, blackheads, and irritation. And if left unaddressed, this buildup can also speed up the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. That's why regular cleansing isn't just a beauty ritual. It's a health habit. But here's the good news. Caring for your face doesn't have to be complicated. All it takes is a little consistency and the right approach. Begin with choosing a gentle facial cleanser suited to your skin type. You don't need anything fancy or expensive, just something that cleans without stripping your skin of its natural oils. Harsh soaps, while strong, can actually do more harm than good by leaving your skin dry, tight, or flaky. Think of your cleanser like a soft cotton cloth. It should clean, not scrape. When it's time to wash, don't rush the process. Use your fingertips and apply the cleanser in gentle circular motions. Avoid scrubbing or using rough cloths. Your skin is resilient. Yes, but it also responds best to a soft, kind touch. Rinse with lukewarm water. Not hot, as extreme heat can dry out or irritate your skin. And timing matters too. Wash your face once in the morning to start the day fresh, and again at night before bed. Many people skip the nighttime wash thinking they haven't done much that day. But even a quiet day at home exposes your skin to microscopic particles, dust, oils, and invisible pollutants that settle on your face while you go about your routine. If you sleep with that residue still on your skin, your pores stay clogged overnight, which can lead to breakouts, redness, or dullness. Ending your day with a gentle face. Wash is like tucking your skin into a clean bed. It's a small act of care that has lasting benefits. I remember Clara, a 73-year-old painter from Arizona, who told me she never really paid much attention to her face until her granddaughter gave her a simple cleansing kit for Christmas. She started washing her face morning and night, not for vanity, but because it became a soothing moment of stillness. It's 5 minutes just for me, she said. And now when I look in the mirror, I don't just see wrinkles, I see a woman who takes care of herself. That's what it's really about, not chasing youth or flawless skin, but honoring the part of you that faces the world with grace every day. Washing your face is a way of saying, I still care for me. And in those quiet daily moments, you're not just nurturing your skin, you're nurturing your spirit too. Part 5, groin area, sensitive but crucial. It's a quiet truth. There are parts of the body we simply don't talk about enough, especially as we grow older. The groin area is one of them. It may feel a little awkward to bring up, but behind that discomfort lies something essential: your health, your comfort, your peace of mind. The groin is a sensitive zone that carries more responsibility for your well-being than you might realize. And giving it proper daily care isn't just about hygiene, it's a powerful act of self-respect. This area of the body is warm, soft, and almost always covered, making it a perfect environment for moisture and heat to collect. And where there's warmth and moisture, there's also a greater risk of bacteria, fungi, and irritation. It's no surprise then that the groin becomes a common site for infections, from jock, itch, to fungal rashes, to urinary tract infections. For both men and women, the risks increase with age. Our skin gets more delicate, circulation may change, and mobility can sometimes make personal hygiene routines feel more challenging. But the good news is a few small intentional steps each day can make a huge difference. Let's begin with cleansing. Choose a mild, unscented soap or gentle body wash. Your skin in this region is more sensitive than in other places, and harsh soaps or strong fragrances can do more harm than good. They may dry out your skin, disrupt your natural pH balance, or cause itching and redness. Instead, use warm water and take your time. Be gentle and thorough, especially around skin folds where sweat, oil, and bacteria like to hide. Think of this as a quiet, caring ritual. Not just washing, but tending to yourself with kindness. Rinse well. Any soap left behind can become an irritant, especially in such a delicate area. And once you've washed, don't rush off just yet. Drying is just as important. Moisture left trapped in the groin can create the perfect breeding ground for bacteria and yeast. Use a clean, soft towel and gently pat the area dry, especially in the folds of skin. If mobility is an issue, try sitting down for this part or using a portable mirror to make sure you're not missing any hidden dampness. And if you're out and about during the day or sweating after a walk or activity, a gentle body wipe can be a great temporary solution until you can wash again. But hygiene doesn't stop at the sink. It continues with what you wear. Choose breathable underwear made from cotton or moisture-wicking fabrics. Avoid tight synthetic materials that trap heat and moisture against the skin. Give your body room to breathe. And if you've been out in the garden exercising or even just feeling warm throughout the day, changing into fresh, dry clothing can refresh more than your body. It lifts your spirit. I remember a man named Charles, 75, who once told me he used to ignore this part of his hygiene routine. I thought, what's the point, he said. But after a couple of uncomfortable infections, I changed my approach. Now I feel cleaner, more confident, and I sleep better at night because I'm not itchy or irritated. His story isn't unique. So many older adults quietly struggle with groin discomfort without ever realizing how preventable it truly is. So yes, this is a tender subject, but that's exactly why it matters. When you take care of your groin area each day, you're not just preventing odor or infection, you're honoring your body's most private and vulnerable spaces. You're choosing comfort, cleanliness, and dignity, and that's something to feel good about. And that brings us to the end of today's journey: 5 simple parts of the body, 5 simple habits, yet each one holds the quiet power to protect your health and brighten your days. Taking care of yourself isn't just about staying clean or looking good. It's about honoring the life you carry, feeling comfortable in your own skin, and giving yourself the best chance to enjoy each moment fully. I hope these gentle reminders encourage you to treat your body with even more kindness and attention, because every small act of care you give yourself today is an investment in the vibrant, joyful years still ahead. If you found a little wisdom or warmth in this video, I invite you to comment "Stay clean" below. It's a small way for us to stay connected, and I always look forward to hearing your thoughts. And if you'd like more simple, heartfelt tips for living well at every stage of life, feel free to subscribe and join me as we continue this path together. one meaningful step at a time. Thank you for spending this time with me. Keep taking good care of yourself. Stay mindful, stay strong, and remember the best years are not behind you. They are the ones you're still creating, one healthy choice at a time. I can't wait to see you in the next video.